movie review for you. This is a review of ATM, one of the shittiest movies I've ever seen. With that in mind, there will be spoilers coming out the ass. So, movie starts off before we see anybody of importance. 5 minutes go by showing titles. This guy's drawing up plans to attack an ATM. Alright? Introduced to the main guy whose name I can't remember. I swear, like, no one calls this character by his name, so I don't remember it. I don't remember the actor. There's two other people, Josh Peck and Alice Eve. You know, these are not people whose acting is in accolades anywhere. So, the three of them, they're at a Christmas party for this accounting firm, this broker. Just before the party starts, the main guy has been on the phone getting chewed out because he lost a bunch of guys. He lost some guys for retirement money. Okay, not that that's real important. I'll get onto that in a bit. At the Christmas party, Josh Peck is just being a dick, totally cock-blocking this guy as he's about to hook up with Alice Eve. Makes him have to drive him home. But before he can do that, he wants to order a pizza and go to an ATM. So he wheels him up to an ATM, makes him walk a good portion across the parking lot. Now this is an ATM that I've never seen this type before, where it's got a building, I guess the little building, the little hut's owned by the bank, and there's a couple little kiosks in there for people to use. And it's heated. This is Christmas time, and it's quite cold out. And as they're in there fooling around, they see this guy outside with a parka, and they're afraid of him. Somebody else walks by, he kills them, and then now they're like, oh no, we gotta stay in here. He won't be able to get in without the credit card. He didn't have an ATM card. He didn't have clearance to open the door. The guy walks around the back and starts banging on the back of the place. Cue time to leave. I would have been like, hey, Josh Peck, I'm main guy, of course. I'm gonna run left, you run right. Flag down a car, get some help. Alice, you stay here. I'm gonna save the day. It had to have worked. What would it have taken? 10 minutes to maybe get help? 10 minutes and cops would have been there. The guy doing the evil shit, he would have fled well before that, knowing that he couldn't have caught both of them. So, end of movie right there. What do? They stay inside. Main guy eventually tries to run to his car, finds out it's been jacked with, he can't use it. And throughout the film, they have chances to get away and they just kind of run back to safety. Like, Josh Peck makes a run for it, gets clotheslined, then gets stabbed. I mean, just stupid shit happens. Another guy enters the place, they kill him thinking that he's the parka dude when he's a janitor. Innocent guy who just wanted to use an ATM. Crazy dude ends up trying to flood the place. He's freezing them and everything. Knock the heater off. At this point, Josh Peck is pretty much bled out. Alice Eve is holding up a bucket, a trash can, with which she is trying to set off this fire alarm. And it's like, okay, this is one stingy fire alarm right here. I mean, they're holding it right up to the sprinkler, and it's not getting them shit. Then it finally turns on. They rejoice. She slips and hits her hands on this, like, plastic container on the shelf where they put flyers. And I guess that kills her. They're acting like that was a wound to the head and she's done. So I'm like, alright, that's crazy, because you didn't even have to watch that in slow motion to see she hit her hands. So yes, somebody got killed in this movie from a broken wrist. Killer then crashes a car from this the security guy that was checking in, and he got killed anyways. Not real important. But security guard crashes the main guy's car into the place with the fire alarm going off, all that. Police you know, fire people do show up. The killer, he kind of ducks back, and our main guy, he's framed because the security camera footage in there really only caught him being violent towards the two people with him. You know, pushing Alice and Eve back out of the way, getting arguments with people. Stuff doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Why is it flooding? I mean, if he had, you know, if he had called Saul, he would have got out of this no problem. I don't know if he does or not. Then we closed with like our dude going to a storage locker, showing off more plans he has to do this again to more ATMs. It's so incredibly dumb. You know, we're looking at a movie that is padded as all hell. We really have about an hour of runtime because the closing credits are 9 minutes. During that 9 minutes, all we have is recut footage from the beginning. They just repurposed the stuff that took place at the end, like hit a little souvenir. You know, you just leave that out of the shot and you have that at the beginning of the movie. You have people running back and forth back into the ATM building where they have, you know, only a worse situation. It's really bad. And this is a movie that starts with the Universal logo. So somebody at Universal thought they needed to make this into a movie. Either they somehow bought it afterwards, because it doesn't look real expensive. It's shot on red, and that's apparent at times. Or they, you know, they just bought the script and we're like, let's make this outright. Didn't put it in theaters in the States. And that's the kind of fail that I think makes something like eligible for worst movie ever. When a movie costs like $2,000, I mean, like Mono's Hands of Fate, I mean, throw the guy a bone. You gotta kind of exempt that kind of shit from the list, right? But when a movie has, you know, major studio, it's got their logo on it, and you ain't even heard of it, something's up, folks. Yeah, I give ATM 1 out of 4 stars.